I'm always bullish. So if you ask me, and the deepest winter in 2019, I'm bullish. 2022, 2023, I was bullish. And if you ask me the peak, I'm bullish, and then the market goes down, had the correction. It's very hard to count the market. So far, the markets go on 4-year cycles, but it's very hard to tell if this one is going to be shorter or longer, etc. But I think if we take a long view, we're so early. BNB had our Bitcoin in its existence. Ethereum probably has as well. Even though I know a lot of people have other opinions about Ethereum.
Doge has.
Even Doge has, which is crazy, right? So there are a few projects that outperform Bitcoin, but those are a small number. But I do think that they all continue to be new projects that will outperform Bitcoin, but they're very small in number, and also they start at a much smaller market cap, right? So if you look at the multiples, they can go higher. But if they reach to the size of a Bitcoin today, they will slow down too. It's much harder to grow a large market cap than a small one. So it depends on your risk appetite, risk profile, of what you want to invest in. But I do think there are still many opportunities. But it's true that if you want the least amount of work with very good returns, just buy the top few tokens. You're in good shape. What we've seen is that this cycle so far has been ETFs. The U.S. institutional money going to ETFs, and those money go to Bitcoin because the Bitcoin ETF the biggest. So in that regard, Ethereum didn't go up that much because the money's kind of stuck with Bitcoin. But what's good for Bitcoin is good for other crypto. Eventually, the money will disperse. When they're in an ETF, they usually take longer because institutions, for them to go from Bitcoin to Ethereum to other altcoins, will take a bit longer. But what we've seen, and I still believe 100%, is Bitcoin is usually the first crypto that people interact with when they come to crypto. That's the first one they learn. That's the most stable. That's the most decentralized, etc. And that's the biggest market cap. But once the money is in crypto, they will eventually say, well, right? So you will come. I think we're still quite early. I think we're going. If we go by 4-year cycles to the end of this year, but we don't know for sure. Many regulators still want to regulate everything locally. They want a local custody border solution. They want a local order book. They want a local everything, local team, etc. But that's usually not the best way to go because setting up a secure custody solution for billions of dollars requires a lot of money. It requires a lot of funds and requires a lot of expertise, which is very lacking today. Just setting up a global one is already difficult enough. If we have to do 200 times, we just don't have the people. Right? For each really cold wallet, you need to have 15 signers. You can't find 15 signers that are not public, that are really extremely trustworthy in different parts of the world, in different geographies, and they're not incentivized by more money. They have a steady job, they're high income, they're nice family. So just can't find how many times more of those 15 people. Right. So, and also local order book. Again, if you divide each country with their own local order book, they're pretty gonna suck. And so when you want to buy $1 million, the slippage is going to be super high. So those type of issues are very real concrete issues. Many countries have the capital control, so capital flight issues. Almost all of those countries want foreign direct investment. But the thing is, if you don't open up if people can't get money out, then the money's not going to come in, right? So a lot of those issues that are very real, very tangible issues to address. There's a few countries who are extremely advanced on that topic. I think Bhutan. I believe His Majesty King of Bhutan is actually in the city today. He's an early crypto adopter. He's a very smart guy, and they have excess energy, clean energy, hydro energy. So they've been mining Bitcoin for years. So they've billions and billions of dollars of Bitcoin for a very small country. Now they've added Ethereum and BNB to their national reserve. So the early adopters are moving forward. Based on public information, the U.S. seems to be using holding, at least no longer selling the Bitcoin. Some of the OGs like us actually kind of hope that governments will sell their Bitcoin so that other guys can buy them cheaply. But with this U.S. administration, they're very business savvy, so they understand what's valuable. So now they figure that out. With the U.S., with one of the world's largest economy holding Bitcoin now, or making a crypto reserve, other countries are forced to do it because the later you do it, the more expensive your crypto will be. So so I think we are talking with many countries on advising them how to set up the crypto strategic reserve, and also like if you very simple stuff or very basic fundamental stuff like what wallet solutions do you use? Do you use a professional custody solution, or do you use your own cold wallets? Do you have enough expertise to build that kind of infrastructure, etc.? So for most countries, when they start with this, most countries starting amount are not as big as US, right? US have like 200,000 Bitcoins or something. For most other countries, when they have a much smaller amount, we actually just recommend them to use a professional custody solution that's multi-sig, right? So no single person can move the money. When they build up to a certain large amount, then they should move to their own cold storage solution. So this whole discussion along the lines. I think the crypto industry, so there's a lot of money flowing around, but they're all chasing like short-term gains. So I would like to sort of help the founders to build real products. So I'm a builder myself. I like to see product built that a lot of people use. So I think that's the single most important metric. It's not the token price, it's not everything else. It's just building use cases for people. So this is why I'm actually spending majority, but like the biggest chunk of my time today is spending on the easy labs with founders. So talk with the founders, look at different projects, just part of help them. There are still many small founders. It's just like their voice is a bit muffled right now. So I think you got to help those founders to be more vocal, more active, and also more engaged in the community. I think crypto so far has not expanded beyond trade. But this also represents an opportunity. So right now, RWA by D, it's growing, but it's still finance related. Still like sort of incent about tokenizing real world assets, etc. DeFi or decentralized social media hasn't really taken off yet. There's a number of really interesting attacks that we're looking at. But when I talk about the government solutions, I think that's another area that most likely can kick off. And that's not finance related, right? So those are just pure blockchain for efficiency and for transparency. For example, land title rights. In many countries, they don't have very good systems. Even in Japan, they still use a piece of paper with a scratch-off code to verify you own that piece of land. And if you lose that piece of paper, it's actually quite difficult to replace or to get it back. So in other parts of in Africa, there's many land you don't know who it belongs to. So, and also even in countries like US, where there is pretty mature record keeping, but the record keeping is done manually, and the local municipal office keep that record, and it's not digitized. So when you try to buy a piece of land, you don't know the history of that land. You don't have data, so that you cannot price it, and then you have no liquidity. So there's all of these issues which can be addressed, and we are actually investing in a company that's solving this problem. We recently invested in Spine, which is another project that does digital decentralized IDs, and they are building layer 2s for governments, etc. So I'm pushing them really hard. So there's a lot of interesting solutions being built. I think AI has so many different applications that. Unfortunately, this industry happened before AI, so we need to change this industry to an AI-enabled industry, both in terms of absolute building, product tools, customer support, risk management, risk monitoring, and also AI itself can use blockchain, right? So I think, as I tweeted before, the currency for AI is crypto. AI is not going to swipe a card, enter SMS code. That doesn't work for AI. It's going to be crypto. So, and then AI is about the data to train. Today they exhausted the subject data, but there's a lot of data we don't capture today. Those data can be captured in a privacy preserving way using blockchain. But if you give those data to a third-party company, then you can't ensure your own data sovereignty. So capture of data in largely places to be done on the blockchain. But today it's easier technology-wise to do it on a centralized platform. So we will hope to see that transition happening. And then today, many people, there's so many different AI agents with a token, but the agents don't have a lot of utility. What I would really want to see is like real agents that have real utility, like that can really help you, that have tokens. So today, like, there's so many platforms. You go to AI token launch platform, you click a button, you get your own AI, your own name. Takes 3 seconds, and then you get your own token. That token is useless. Well, I would say 99.99999% of those tokens are useless. There may be 1 or 2% sentimental value, for cultural value, for other things. But what we want to see is real AI agents that can do things. Like, today the big ones like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, etc. Those are real big AIs that can do a lot of stuff. There's smaller AI than those guys that can do a lot of stuff. That video editing, image editing. I've just seen a demo of an AI literally pay for hotel booking. But today those AI had to go to a website. Hopefully in the future there should be AI talking to AI to book that, right? So I think in the future we will see a very heavily automated world. I think I was talking to a fund manager yesterday. They say of 80 people in the world, of the data that we generate every day, it's about 300 trillion tokens. Like token meaning not the crypto token, meaning the words for AI tokens. Today, AI is generating about 10% of that today. Wow. In the future, though, AI will generate 10 times more than we do. So when we have AI we're interacting with each other. There will be so many exchanges in the tokens, in the word tokens, or in the interactions. And then there will be more commerce. The AI will be trading with each other. They will be paying each other. They will be transacting. They will use crypto. I think we got a lot of things wrong. So when we first started, I think we said maybe top 10 in 3 years and maybe top 1 in 5 years. So that we got off. And we didn't expect the growth that we had. But the industry changed very quickly. Another example we got was it didn't think stable coins needed that big. Really? Yeah. So there's stable much big intermediary thing between fiat and crypto. It's like a patch. It's a band-aid solution for people who selling crypto, probably holding stable value for a little bit. So I got that one. So there's all things we got. For me, I can never predict markets. I don't predict industries. But the long term is easy to predict. Blockchain is going to be really, really important. AI is really, really, really important. This field is going to grow. We do week basis. We have to kill it. We have to adjust. I didn't expect memes to get this big, right? So that just things that you cannot expect. So, but when they become big, you have to adjust to it. What we lack on is strong founders that have very strong conviction. So founders who are mission driven, founders who are money driven. In this industry, in the crypto industry, it's quite easy to raise 10 to 50 or 100, even more millions of dollars. People who are money driven, once they come into $100 million, they sometimes be they kind of think they made it, and they kind of start. They kind of just the drive is they kind of lose it. Whereas people who are mission driven, they will continue to go. And also people who are mission driven, when there's some adversity, they pass it. So what we lack, from our perspective, what we lack the most is strong founders in the space. I think we have a lot of strong founders, but we need more. We need way more. We need 10x more. So that's where the shortage is. So strong founders with conviction, with ability to execute, and yeah, if you have all three, there's so much money to be made, and you don't have to think about making money. The money will just come. 70 years ago, if you want to start a business, you can only get a loan from a bank. And it's very hard to get fundraising, right? So then, 30-something years ago, VCs started to care, and it makes sense for internet businesses because they go burn through a lot of money before they have a revenue model, and that kind of works for internet. And then now we talk to ICOs. ICOs are so much easier to raise money, right? That's 2017. For ICOs, you actually still have to have a website and have a white paper at least, but that's super easy compared to traditional VC fundraising. And then. And now, and then we went through sort of the NFT craze, etc. But now it's just one image, say one meme, and then and then you go to a platform, and then off you go. So the fundraising becomes so much easier, which is kind of it's a bit too easy now. So I think, but I think there are still many strong founders for using the solid approaches. White paper products, and the TG much later after the product market fit. And I think we still see a lot of strong projects in those categories. I think long term, those projects will win. right now there's a handful of countries that's talking to me about blockchain adoption. And most other countries, I don't see anything going on. So out of 200 countries, even there's 12 countries that are just starting, right? So US is just starting. So ETFs is only like the last, a few months, right? So everything's just starting. I think people, when they invest, they're very patient, right? So of course, when I invest, I want to see my money 10x tomorrow. Why not, right? But the market doesn't work like that. So I think if you want to chase, if you're chasing things that are against how this world works, you're going to be always disappointed, right? So basically, you're chasing something that doesn't make sense. And if you chase too hard, then it's going to backfire. You're going to lose money. But I think in this world, we can understand how the world works. Money takes contribute, and what's good for crypto is what's good for Bitcoin is good for crypto, and it was used to do other things. So and it will take time. As long as we understand the right time horizons, then we can set those expectations correctly, and then everything will make sense.